All right, episode 132 of the Best of Seven Sports Talk. Welcome back. Make sure you follow us on social media at the Best of Seven. We got the homie D Money in the building. D Money was popping, fam.
What up? What up? What up?
Bro, so before we get started on what's going on in the playoffs, I want to run something by you. Juwan Howard, apparently, according to reports, Juwan Howard had actually declined the Juwan Howard had reportedly declined the Lakers head coaching job. Now, I don't understand why the Lakers would push for Juwan with, minimum coaching experience on that level, even though he is an NBA champion. I don't understand that, but he declined it. Do you think Juwan doesn't trust LeBron and AD, or what do you think the reason is behind Juwan saying no?
I think it's more so of I don't think it has nothing to do with the players. I think it's strictly front office issues and probably talking with some of the past coaches. He probably just didn't want that type of want to be in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, yeah. So
well,
that's
let me
the
ask you. But what about the chemistry of the players? You don't think an incoming coach is going to have a little bit concern about chemistry between Westbrook, AD, and LeBron, and health between AD, Westbrook, and LeBron? Because it looks like those three going to come back.
You can fix, I think anything with the players is mendable, but when you have to deal with the extra outside of just dealing with the players, it's already bad enough you got to deal with a lot of egos, but when you got to deal with front office drama, fake expectations, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Just as a coach, you know, especially for somebody like him, he probably doesn't want to walk into like a situation like that. You know what I mean?
I like his attitude. You know what I mean? When we talk about someone that's going to hold players accountable and responsible, I mean, he's done that at the college level in Michigan. You know what I mean? Juwan Howard has always been a hard body. So I think on that part, he could do it, but I don't know if that's the right way to go to try to get a new, you know what I'm saying, a complete new coach like that, someone with no experience to try to coach LeBron in his last days and try to make this thing work after the demise that we had this year.
Yeah, and also, too, I don't think he wants to get in that savior role, too, because that's exactly what they would try to put him in. The guy has to bring back the victories. It's always hard to come back from a coach that with Vogel, who did win a championship with y'all, even though y'all like to throw him under the bus and scapegoat him. But I mean, he still won y'all still won a championship under him. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta
so if Juwan
meet that expectation.
So if Juwan was to come to the Lakers
from a Michigan school,
I'm saying if he was to go to the Lakers as a coach. If he was to go to the Lakers as a coach and, not be successful, you think that would hurt him getting future jobs in the NBA?
I would think so because you still have LeBron on your team. You know
and what I'm AD saying? And Russ, correct.
And AD. So it's not fair. It's not a fair thing. And then on top of, black coaches, it's already hard enough for black coaches in the NBA, any professional standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as something goes wrong, he's gonna be the scapegoat. Now I don't think he just wants to put himself in that situation, especially from coming from like Michigan, which will probably give him whatever he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Compensation wise and just making him comfortable. You know what I mean? It has to be like a real something that he just can't turn down. Now, if y'all somehow get Kyrie, then I think that'd probably be like a thing. You know what I mean?
Or if the Brooklyn job opened up, if they got rid of Steve Nash, you know what I mean? Juwan might take it there. I mean,
Juwan would take that job.
I think he would take that. So let's get into the playoffs real quick. I don't want to hold you up, man. Game 4 is tonight between the Celtics and the Miami Heat. You predicted at the beginning of this series that Miami was going to take it to the NBA Finals. I had Boston, even though I had Miami all season in my predictions. Jimmy Butler may not play tonight. It was just announced that Tyler Hero will not be playing tonight, game 4 for Miami. Jason Tatum had went down with a little injury in game 3 as well. I know Boston had 19 steals, I like 20 something turnovers. Miami got like 19 steals in that game. How do you see tonight playing out? Honestly, with all these pieces possibly missing for Miami and Boston really in a
smart playing.
Marcus Smart to me is playing, as far as I know.
Boston will probably win tonight. I can see the Heat probably taking the game off. And they're not trying to, but you got to get your best guys healthy. You know, your prominent scorers healthy. For them to win tonight, either the Heat going to have to be super outstanding on defense and Boston is just going to have to lay an egg, or we're going to have to see something from Bam that we had never seen before.
Word.
So that'd be the only way. But tonight, I didn't expect. It ain't like I expected the Heat to like clean them up, like in 5 or 6 games. So I think they're gonna try to play the long game on this one. They probably might pack in this game and try to take one at home, just try to get you guys back healthy.
So you got Boston even the series up at 2 tonight.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think that they're going to definitely have as many turnovers as they had game 3. I think that's out the door. But, you ever heard the catchphrase growing up, play smarter, not harder?
Yep.
You mentioned Marcus Smart. I think Marcus Smart, bro, if Boston is going to turn the corner and win this series, Marcus Smart is going to have to be the guy for the Celtics. I know you got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but Marcus Smart to me has that Draymond energy, that Draymond presence, that
he's a glue guy. He's a glue guy.
He's a glue guy. And I think he's going to have to step it up on all facets, defensively, offensively, talking to these guys, taking hard fouls, doing everything, like literally laying it out all on the line. Not saying that he doesn't now, but Marcus Smart to me is going to be the factor in Boston, being able to come back in this series. But what if Boston lose tonight, bro? What if they go down 3-1? Is it over?
No.
Wow. Wait a minute, bro. I got to talk to the Boston. So if Boston go down 3-1 without Jimmy Butler playing and Tyler Hero, you still giving Boston a chance?
You would think that. I honestly probably should. It should be over. But listen. Tatum and Brown might, give them at least one. I don't see that as a real scenario right now. If it does happen, cool. Maybe because I can't visualize it happening and they'll have to close it out. But they got to show me that they could win at home first. Miami, can win consecutive games.
Right.
So we'll see. I would think that they would. They would have to. They could close it out if they, Boston just loses.
Right.
But I don't know. I think the leadership that Smart has and those type of players that they have, I just don't see that happen. I think it's just going to be more of a fight than anything.
I'm not going to count Boston out either, but again, Marcus Smart is the X factor. I know what Jason Tatum bring. I know what Jaylen Brown or Al Horford, the rest of those guys bring. They're going to have to do their job, no doubt. But Marcus Smart is going to have to be the ace card. He's going to have to do things that he has never done before in order for them to get over the hump, regardless of who is playing and who is not playing. When we go to the Western Conference, D-Money, last night, man, Golden State went up 3-0, knocking off the Dallas Mavericks. Most feel like it's over in that series. A lot of people got Golden State now going to the finals. I had them winning this series in 5. What's your thoughts of what you seen last night between the Warriors and the Mavericks? And is that series pretty much over for you?
Well, I can't stand these light-skinned Negroes.
I tried to tell you, bro. I tried to tell you.
I can't stand them. Nah, it's over, bro. The chance that they had was maybe the second game to kind of steal that momentum. But man, I didn't like the ref in that game. I ain't trying to blame the refs, but I just did not like the reffing in that second half of that game because
clearly in the playoffs, referees, even in the regular season nowadays, D-Money, because you watch the game, you've been watching the game for years. Referees are trying to make their presence known like they're actual players now.
yeah, that
You know
was
what I'm
that
saying?
was
Like they
nasty
really trying to
work.
make names of themselves. It is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, but as far as what with the Mavericks, man, they just don't have enough consistency from it ain't Luka, it's the other guys. It's just not enough consistency from the bench. If Hardaway, I feel like if they really needed somebody, they really need a Hardaway this series because you cannot rely on Bullock as
He was like
your
0 for
sniper.
10 yesterday, 0 for 9, 0 for 11. He was and shout out to Reggie Bullock. He just won the Social Injustice Champion Award the same day that he had this horrible performance. So I agree with you, bro. I just think that supporting cast is not enough because when I watched this game yesterday, it looked to me just like simply levels. You could see the veteran poise and that dynasty experience that the Golden State Warriors had, but Dallas fought. You know, they tried to make a valiant comeback, and that was, led by Luka. But like you said, it's just not enough to have to chase these guys all around. And Golden State is not even at full force as far as their health and stuff like that. So I think it's definitely over. I'll still say 5. I'll give Dallas a shot to win one game because Luka to me is just that good.
Yeah.
Over to me overall.
We'll see.
Is Luka, they are comparing Luka. This is so disrespectful to me a little bit, but they compare Luka Doncic to the modern day Larry Bird. Do you agree or disagree with that comparison?
I think he has the potential. I don't think he's there yet.
Why?
Because
of the rings?
It's just the accolade side, bro. He hasn't even proven, you know what I'm saying? Get an MVP, it's a bunch of things that man got to do before we can start talking about Larry Bird. I think he potentially can get there. He probably might be one of the nicest white boys since Larry Bird, but as far as just comparing him and making him that guy, there's certain games where he looks like that. It's just, and he has that edge. It's just something missing. I can't really just put that on him just yet. You know what I mean?
Look, man, I got to talk to the bosses because you are partially right. Mm-hmm. The accolades mean a big deal. But I'm sorry. I just feel like Luka he's not as efficient as Larry Bird, but I feel like he's better than Larry Bird. I'm sorry. I feel like he's right now better than Larry Bird. When Larry Bird won that hardware, he had those Hall of Famers with him. Would Larry Bird be able to win a championship without Parrish and McHale and all them? If Larry Bird had to have the supporting cast Luka got, would Larry Bird be a champion?
I mean, you got to be fair though. I mean, he can't help who's on this team. And honestly, like, I think people sleep on how nice Larry Bird really was, man.
He was, but Luka's nice.
And we talking about on both sides of the basketball too.
Okay.
And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's an outstanding offensive player, but people just be walking by, oh boy, and I'm like, man, listen, bro.
I apologize for being so disrespectful to Larry Bird. I was out of pocket. Prisoner of the moment. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dog. So
speaking of Luka, though, before we get up out of here, did you see the Andrew Wiggins posted up?
I did.
Ooh, my God.
And
dunk of the year?
Probably, yeah. I'll give it dunk of the year.
Definitely dunk of the playoffs.
People to say it's an all-time dunk, I need to slow down.
You don't think so? That wasn't an all-time facial?
You think it's better than anything Vince Carter has ever done facial-wise?
Possibly, bro. Look at the moment. Look who he did it up against. Come on now. I'm not going to say it's the best. I'm not going to say it's top 3, but I'm putting it up there. That was crazy, bro. Wiggins took off, and it was an offensive foul. So you know it was a charge.
I'll put it in my top. I'll put it in my top 20. Okay.
Jesus, not 10.
Nah, not 10, bro. Y'all love to be spurred a moment. Y'all love,
bro.
Y'all love.
The only reason why I will admit it is because it was a charge. It was a foul, offensive foul. So what was your best if you have one, what was your most memorable poster dunk or your favorite monster dunk?
I got two of them. One is Baron
Davis.
Baron Davis. and the other one is Vince Carter clearing somebody 7 feet. So till I see somebody do that, then you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think those were dope. I always go back, bro. I just, it wasn't the craziest dunk, but I remember Chicago playing New York, and when Jordan went baseline, and then he had to cut back, and then he went baseline again and dunked on Ewan, and I think it was Ewan and Oakley, that one, and then when Scottie Pippen dunked on Ewan, and stood over top of him. Those were those.
And y'all be disrespecting Russ. But y'all clearly forgot what Russ did to Gobert, bro.
Oh, yeah. Russ gets crazy with it. Russ is an assassin at that rim. I'm not gonna lie. So I got to go back to the game tapes and look at some of the posted dunks of all time. But
prisoner of the moments.
Come on, bro.
Prisoner of the moment,
bro. Wiggins went crazy on Luka. Jesus Christ. Salute to everybody, man. We about to get up out of here. Episode 132 is a wrap. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. Again, make sure y'all follow us at the Best of 7 on social media. D-Money, let everybody know where they can catch up with you, bro, until the next episode.
Hey, man, McCray Darian 35 on Twitter right now, bro. You can always hit me there. I'll be in all the spaces, sports spaces. I'll probably be starting holding my own spaces more aggressively now.
Yeah.
And we're just going to run it like that.
No doubt.
Yeah, got some changes in the works. Like I said, just coming, bro. Just hold on. It's coming.
Greatness always take time, bro. You already know how we rocking, bro. Later on this week, I will have D-Money back on the show. I want to talk about CP3 possibly retiring. Where will Ben Simmons actually play next year? I also want to get into the Lakers staying together. Who could actually help gel that ball club? We're going to get on to that a little bit later on in the week. You guys are now rocking with the best. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm 7 Mitchell. D-Money, we are out. Y'all stay safe.